So how can we get to the challenges or opportunities for using AI that really resonate with people, that people really care about?
First of all, you have to go out and ask people what they want, I think, and that's what's been missing so far, because I think as the public sector, we're still trying to understand what this is. It feels like it's a really good technology, but at the moment, there are a lot of cowboys trying to sell you what they think you could use it for. Until I think we're more confident in understanding how it can be used, then I think that there is some work to do in community centres, in lots of our touch points with local residents to understand what they want. You know, what would they like improved? And then, as Liz says, how can AI help solve that in a more effective, ideally a cheaper way?
So when it comes to what Robert was just saying about engaging with community in what they want, you know, we have convened at AI at CAM the Cambridge community and the Liverpool community and sat down and said, what problems would you like us to solve? Jess also led a process doing that for the Royal Society 10 years ago. And the public are consistent. They would like advances in education. They would like advances in healthcare. They would like advances in community decision-making, social care, security. They're very clear about this. And the one thing they were clear about 10 years ago they didn't want advances in was computers that could generate art. And the only thing we've made significant progress on is computers that could make art. And I think that's really disturbing. But it's because the problems we're dealing with here, the problems that Robert, Tom and Liz are faced with are so-called wicked problems. They're problems that have always existed. There is no easy resolution to how you allow a group of community of people to live together healthily and be educated together. They're the problems we should be putting most of our societal resources into. But in fact, what we're doing is putting a large amount of our societal resources into solving problems people didn't know they had, like looking at short videos of cats, which is great, you know, but to an extent, we would like more of that resource to be steered. And, you know, we will always have those things, you know, computer games, new industries. We shouldn't suppress that. But we really need to get in a situation where we're steering more of that towards the fundamental problems of societies. And if universities aren't convening those conversations, there's absolutely no way universities can solve this on their own. But if universities are not convening those conversations, who is kind of the question.